Give yourself the love you deserve. August 7, 2013. Doubt has a way of creeping into your head just when you are about to step forward doing a task that requires a certain amount of effort and focus, and the words you may hear, "You can't do it," is heard. The fear of failing what you are working hard to complete begins to eat away at your confidence and faith in your own abilities. Taunting words always seem to arrive out of nowhere, creating a lot of havoc within your mental and emotional faculties. No matter what your goal is, when these taunting words come, they get stronger and more controlling, and before you know it you begin to think critically of your own efforts and potential of not completing a certain task. Beautiful ones, you really do know you mustn't allow these self-doubt lingering and sabotaging thoughts to bother you as much as they do. You have many barriers in place to protect yourself, yet still self-doubt is able to wiggle its way in. Remember where your doubt comes from. It is part of the ego, the part that uses your fears against you, trying to control the situation and to prevent you from moving forward successfully. When self-doubt gets a good hold on you, it can be very greedy. It tackles your confidence, removes good logic and your ability to reason. Before you know it, the greedy self-doubt has replaced your happiness with fear and the overwhelming feeling of insecurity. Overcoming self-doubt can be quite a challenge. We know, beautiful ones, you try forcing self-doubt out with positive thoughts and they seem to work on the surface, but underneath self-doubt is still there lying in wait. It is a hard fight against your self-doubt, and many times it leaves you weakened and you give in to its hungry pull. There is a way out, there always is. By attaining more self-knowledge and deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you, you begin to shrink self-doubt and take back the power it took from you, and your confidence and faith in yourself begins to rise to healthy levels once again. Learn to use self-doubt for your own advantage. It's important, beautiful ones, to be aware of when your own self-talk has taken a doubtful detour. As soon as you hear the words enter your thought forms, "I can't" or "what if," take these as formidable warnings. Instead of believing in the possibility that you cannot successfully complete the task you set out to do, or that a conclusion to a certain situation is guaranteed to fail before you even try to see it through, remind yourself you are working on each step. Tell yourself you will keep trying and you will bravely continue to move forward because you know in your heart you must give yourself the chance to try. Besides becoming more knowledgeable of yourself through self-awareness and other wonderful methods that bring deep understanding about you and the world around you, one of the best ways to decrease your amount of self-doubt is by removing yourself from people that are toxic. The thought patterns of toxic-like people is everything is impossible, success is not a possibility, and they are always quick to burst your bubble or shoot down anyone's positive ideas and motivations. A person with toxic energy will take your beautiful light-filled energy and replace that natural goodness with a feeling of hopelessness if you allow this kind of theft to occur. Take a positive step in your journey and in your life. Surround yourself with positive people that are genuinely loving and supportive, people that can and do inspire you, and they always leave you feeling good about yourself, like you are important, because, beautiful ones, you are important. Let these positive-minded folks lift your spirits so you can see the brighter side of your life and your journey without any fear or doubt. When self-doubt has started to work on you, instead of thinking of other bad times, bring into your memory of times where you were confident, filled with great self-esteem and faith in your abilities. Make mental notes, or better yet, create a list of your successes regardless how big or small. Success is success. Size has no relevance. It is understandable that you may feel awkward to bring light to your past achievements, but they have the power to refresh your thinking and give you a boost in your confidence. Reflect some of your memories with a friend or loved one that shared your experience. Ask them what they thought, and from their own words, you will hear wonderful praise and encouragement that will propel you to continue with your current efforts, because you have succeeded before and you will succeed again. Keep your written list with you, as a helpful reminder when you feel you are being attacked by the debilitating self-doubt. You are aware that many times you become your worst enemy instead of being your best friend. Besides God, nobody knows you as well as you do. You do deserve to treat yourself better. You have your whole life ahead of you and you get to spend that life with you. Become better acquainted with yourself. If you always demonstrate your love and care to others, then you ought to be giving yourself the same considerations. You are just as worthy as anyone else to receive love, compassion, respect and so much more, and you can give these to yourself, beautiful ones. Give yourself more credit and the permission to keep trying, learning where any error may have been created and taking that knowledge and applying it into new steps for a different result. Comprehend the fact that self-doubt is a normal part of your life, but in time and with practice you will learn how to effectively dissolve its clutches and live in comfort of your thoughts, feelings and emotions. Remember, beautiful ones, any doubt you have is really your thoughts created by fear. There is always a possibility of something going wrong, but there is also the same possibility that your efforts will bring about a successful conclusion. But if you give up or never begin to try, you willingly give up your power and capability to improve and enhance your life in all areas. We ask you to think, beautiful ones, of a time where you felt you were hanging from the last part of the rope, feeling heavy with despair and thinking things were not going to work out, but gradually things did improve, if only slightly. The more you are able to recall such times, the more proof you give yourself that you have met with success when you thought there was no more hope left. Hope doesn't become exhausted and leave. Hope is within you always. During those moments when you thought you weren't going to move any further and things were going to stay exactly as they were, you were given important information and you grew with that knowledge, understanding from deep within that a lesson was learned and you became much wiser for your participation in it. Even during the times where you felt you were suffering, you were learning how to cope, persevere and to be tolerant. During these times, your patience, trust and faith is often tested, and it is through such experiences that you develop a higher sense of yourself that has the ability and potential to boost your confidence. Without those challenges you would not have learned what you have. You don't grow and develop yourself through only positive experiences. Who you are today is a balance of dealing with difficult and easy challenges. Thanks to your challenges you are able to understand more of your interconnectedness with others around this fine world. Have faith in yourself, beautiful ones, and remember, no matter how difficult your current situation may seem at the moment, you are gaining essential knowledge that will help you during future times. Your learning is non-stop, it continues even when you think it is not. We do encourage you to become more aware and recognize what you have learned so far and congratulate yourself for how far you have come. All that you have learned from all your yesterdays have brought you to where you are today. You have climbed many hurdles and became that much wiser and stronger as a result. There is always room to try and do better, to bring in more good and positive thought forms and energy. You only have to realize the importance of reducing your self-doubt through self-knowledge that helps to renew your faith and trust in yourself. By discovering real and concrete facts about yourself, you will come to the conclusion that yes, you can accomplish anything you set your heart and soul on. It is not an abstract notion but truth. You always had this personal power and it is up to you to put it to use positively and with faith. Even if you turn to another dear soul for advice, even if they are called experts, remember they too are human and they are offering their perception. They also have the ability to not know everything. And they definitely do not know everything about you. What they can do is offer sound suggestions for you to try, but it is you that must resonate with what they are offering before you attempt their suggestions. Just because they are experts in something doesn't mean you have to go with every word they share. What they share must also go with how you already think and feel when there is no self-doubt or fear clouding your mind. Even the ones who are said to be experts are still learning. Learning is continual, it doesn't stop for anyone and it is very powerful. You are your own expert. From your experiences, the ups and downs you have weathered, you know what it is you want and what you don't. Even if right now you have a bit of uncertainty, you still have a good idea of what it is you want. You just need positive encouragement to reinforce trust and faith in yourself. No matter what downside you are thinking, there is always an upside and it's important to focus more on the upside. Allow the downside to teach you where you don't want to go or to become. If self-doubt is telling you can't do something, show yourself that you can. Become not only your own motivator, but become your best friend. Know that no matter what you apply, all your focused efforts on will eventually work out successfully. Stop rushing, take your time and give yourself the love you definitely deserve. No matter how cloudy your day may be, without a doubt it will always get better, and that, my beautiful ones, is faith working with you, never against you. And so it is. I am Archeia Lady Faith through Julie Miller. spiritualnetworks.com